Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing about this most important 10 common Power BI mistakes you must avoid and how to fix them. So we will see one by one here. The first point is that ignoring data modeling. So you know that what happened. So we are not giving the proper data modeling. It's belong to the star schema. Sometime what happened, like there is only one table, this is the main table, and we consider add same fact tables and dimension tables both combines into that simple one table. So it is a very big mistake when we have large amount of data and we need to find meaningful insights. So when we do this ignoring a star schema, it will be impact on the performance and our meaningful of insights and giving a not accurate result. So this is not doing for this. First mistake is that using fact tables instead of proper relationships. So give the proper relationships means convert this main fact tables, it dividation into the fact tables and dimension tables. This is the point, and importing all the data into one large table. So right practice break down these fact and dimensions to the make a star schema and give the relationships like one to many majorly, and one means like there is a fact table, it's foreign key, and dimension means it's primary key present. So we'll give this one to many relationships. Using only one fact table and losing performance lead to data manipulation, create challenges when writing data calculations. So this is the major mistakes will we use this only one table in while creating a reports. Second point is not creating a calendar table while using this time intelligence functions in our report. So this is the major mistakes when we use a time intelligence function. So that time what happen? So we need to create a separate date table and perform onto that all related dikes or measures or calculate columns we perform into that separate calculated columns. Sorry, separate time intelligence functions calendar table. So this is the first point, right? The mistake is using data column directly from the fact tables. So means we use only the main tables, and from that we can able to create different types of measures related to time utilization functions. It is not good practice. That is the first mistakes. Here they tell that sales YTD is equal to total YTD. Some of these sales they created these tags or they used these tags into that main fact table. It is not good the practice. This is the mistake. And the second point is right practice. Create a calendar table using the DAX. Separate calendar table we create based on this our what is the date columns present in the fact table. So date table is equal to calendar. This is the calendar functions we use here. This is date, and this is a minimum date and maximum date will be available here. Based on this, we create a different like a separate calendar table. This is date table name we will give, and from that we create this measure. Sales YTD is equal to total YTD, like sum of the sales amount comma calendar. This is the particular column present. So why it matters? Time intelligence functions need a full sequence of dates without gaps to accurate calculate things like year to date, month to month, month over and month. So same period last year, quarter totals. This will be give the accurate results when we'll do this type of separately calendar tables. So moving to the third point. Yeah, this using too many calculated columns instead of measures. Sometimes what happen, we use lots of many calculated columns in the main fact tables. Rather than we can, what we have to do is separate one like one table we create, and into that we use different types of measures and calculated columns. So first mistake is that of creating calculated columns instead of measures. So suppose we done lot of calculated columns, so it will be impact on the performance or memory size will take lots of space in the report. So this will be not good practice. Root cause is confusion between the calculated columns and measures. This is the second point here. Wrong practice like sales new is equal to sales amount into this is a column. We created the column for this. Instead of this, what we have to do? Just we use measure. This is right practice. Just right click onto the table and there is a new measure option is will came into that pop-up. So from that we have to create these measures. So this is sales measure is equal to sum of this. This is the measure, right? We create. So that's it for third point. Fourth is that, yeah, ignoring data types and formatting. This is a mistake. Mistake means keeping columns in the wrong data type, like numbers as text or mismatched currency formats. So it will be not good practice for this. To there is a wrong columns data type is present. So just for the numeric columns, we have to use a number only. For the text or categorical data, so will be give the text. So root cause are rushing through the data loading without cleaning. So it will be problem. Wrong practice using text for numerical sales column. Suppose there is a numerical columns like a total billing amount, right? So into that sometime numericals or floats values will come. So according to give the data type perfectly. Right practice set correct data types in Power Query or model view. So this is the main point here. Example, change sales amount to decimal or numeric. You can do as well. Why it matters? Wrong types affect visuals, aggregations and filters. Suppose we have to use a number of columns in the table, so that time it will not give the accurate result. So that is the 4 point. Moving to next 5. Yeah, fifth point, no use of tooltips, styles or labels in the reports. Mistake, creating reports with no guidance to the user. Suppose any new user came in the our reports, right? So they are seeing our reports what exactly into that. Sometime what happen, we are not giving the proper labels or tiles or tooltips. It will be the very big mistake we have done in our reports. So that is a wrong practice, visuals with no labels or explanation. So this will be impact. You know that labels means suppose there is a bar chart, right? And how much sales happens in this month. So we have to show that clearly using these labels. Right practice means descriptive titles. We have to give proper what exactly into that chart or visuals. Tooltips for the detailed information. Suppose I want to see that in the particular bar how many sales present or how many uh, uh, information we have to use. So we can able to use in this particular bars. Right. This is a tooltips. Proper access and data labels also. Why it matters? Good report should tell a story, no confuse users. Right. So an unknown person came into our reports, so they know everything about like how exactly this is the report, why this report is working here. So that type of uh, it's easy for everyone. So move to the next 6 point. You know that when we start our report, this publishing without optimizing the model, right? Mistake is publishing large slow models with unused columns and tables. So we have to give the proper table names, column names, meaningful columns names, table names we have to give firstly. And along with this, we need to clean our data. Those columns are not used in our report. We have not make visuals meaningful from this. We can delete this from the tables, or there is sometime what happen, there is a lot of null values are present. We need to replace it, or we need to drop from the our data modeling, right? So and we have to give proper relationship, one to many relationships, and avoid many to many relationships. uh, you know, Firstly, while publishing our report, please check everything it's working properly or not. So our report visuals values clearly came into or not, so we'll check. This is the root cause like of clean up before publishing. So you know, to check everything properly. A wrong practice, keeping unnecessary fields in the data model. This is the yeah. And right practice before publishing: remove unused columns, hide helper columns, rename fields with user friendly names. We have to give everyone able to access or easily understand. Why it matters? Clean models are faster, easier to use and more professionals. Suppose we publish our reports, so that time what happen, everything is properly working. We'll check firstly, and after that we publish. So this is the six point. Yeah, 7 point, not using a row level security when required. Mistake, everyone see the same data even when access should be restricted. So this is make the problem. Suppose our like our reports are related to the banking or healthcare domain. So we have to give the access to that particular users or particular client people. So we can able to give the access from this row level security. We have two types here, static and dynamic. So for the suppose there is a lot of like more users or more client peoples, we have to give the access. So that time we have to use dynamic row level security. Wrong practice, sharing the reports without data level security. It's big problem, right? Every report we need to create row level security and apply based on these reports or the some visuals. You know that suppose I want to give the access to that Canada peoples only. So we can give the dynamic or static row level security using. So we can give the access for this those particular peoples only. So in example, sales report Canada regions manager should only see Canada data, apply RLS based on a user's regions mapping. Why it made matters secure sensitive data and customizes experience per users. This is 7 point. Not using performance analyzers to debug slow reports. Sometimes what happen, our data is very large in amount and number of columns and number of rows are present. So sometimes when we refresh our data, so that time what happened, so visuals are not showing properly, and will take a lot of time. So why these problems came? Because we see from the view tab there is a performance analyzer option. We can see that in particular visuals how much take a time for showing the data. uh, we can analyze, and based on this we can use different types of visuals. um, Root cause, lack of performance tuning knowledge. Wrong practice, guessing or trial error tuning. Right practice is that use performance analyzer uh, every time and identify slow visuals or queries and optimize. So this is the 9 point. Move to the next. Not enabling auto date time awareness. Mistakes in import mode. Power BI automatically creates hidden data tables for each date column without telling you. There is in settings, there when we go on the setting option in the Power BI, there is a data load option. From that we check our date and time option is enabled. So suppose it's by mistakenly it's enabled, you can avoid it, you can uncheck it option from this setting. uh, uh, like root cause auto date is on default, so we can able to uncheck it. Wrong practice, multiple hidden tables increase model size also. We'll check everything properly or not. Right practice, go to the option data load, disable auto date and time, create a single shared data date table. Why it matters? Because better control of data logic and avoid unnecessary tables. 10 point is not using DAX variables. So like we need a lots of DAX in our report, right? And sometime we use number of DAX functions, but because of that mistakes, we cannot means we have to do repeated to the same DAX logic multiple times sometime. So that is the wrong practice. Sales growth percentage is equal to suppose I have do this divide some of this, calculate some of the sales dates and we used here, right? So right practice is that sales growth percentage is equal to variable. We use variable here. Current sales is equal to sum of the sales amount variable this previous year sales and variable growth. So every time they used here variables, based on this they calculate this DAX logic, right? So this is the point. Yeah, thank you.